And what we're gonna just let people in, and they were polite, but but you guys don't know. Like
I don't, Liam. I don't.
Be glad you don't.
That's why you're here.
Let's exactly. It's ridiculous. I don't have time for games, ladies and gentlemen. I honestly do not. I have too much going on. I've taken a day here because it's election day, and we're gonna have a fun little. It's not
stream. Your election day. It's our election day.
Yeah. Well, it is. Your election day is the one that.
Oh matters. No, your day is Felix has Appreciation Day. Our day.
True. Yes. Right. Please appreciate Felix, people. Give him some appreciation and shit.
Get or DTFO.
Yes.
Liam, I gotta get the heck out of here because I gotta go.
You do. See you later. If this is true, bring me Ethan Van Sciver. If this is what he said and it was not a joke, bring him to me.
What are you talking about?
Now.
Who?
EBS and Malin streamed with him for hours. It's clear to me that Nasser will return with open arms.
Oh, you want to get Nasser in here or EVS?
No, Ethan. Bring me Ethan and John. Bring them to me now. I'll be live all day.
What are you talking about? Who are you? Orange Emperor?
That's right. Emperor. I'm the Orange Tyrant. Bring them to me. I'm online. I'll be online all day. They can tell it to my face. They can say it to my face. They can tell me I'm wrong to my face.
Well,
share this is what's going on. If this is what's going on, share the stream out. I'm waiting. I'll wait because I will not abide this. Got people saying
if EVS shows up, I'll leave. You know what? Yeah. If y'all can get EVS in here, I'll leave.
Everyone does because we'll deal with this. I will not tolerate this.
And I know y'all want me to leave.
You're not in a position to say who is not Comicsgate? Sure I am. Sure I am.
Welcome, everybody. How are you guys doing? Welcome to Afterlife with Nasser, episode 26, Comicsgate Super Shill stream. Hail EVS, hashtag Malin Militia. I've invited a bunch of people on, so we'll see if anybody ends up coming by. Invited the usual people, invited Ethan, Malin, Vic, and invited a few others, too, that I've never had on my channel. Invited Tucci and Graham Nolan and a few others. So we'll see if we get anybody to come by today. But I sent out the link to a bunch of people. I hope you guys are all doing good. Let me check in with you guys. Of course, I got to highlight the links for my books. My books on Amazon. If you guys haven't bought them yet, please do. They're all in the description as well as they're in the chat. I have 5 books on Amazon. If you can only get 1 book from me, please get a Sile because that's only up on Indiegogo for a limited amount of time. But if you could get both, I mean, get a Sile first and then get one of my books over on Amazon, please. We've got Gigadeath in the chat saying, yo, Nasser, hail Comicsgate in chat. Nice to see you here, man. Nice to see Josh Graydon in the chat. Nice to see 7 to 9. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are all having a great day. My day's been all right. I've been writing all day, working on the 3rd and final novel in my Haunted House trilogy. The first 2 books, guys, I wrote really quickly. I wrote each of them in 2 weeks. So I did 2 novels in 4 weeks. And then I started the 3rd one, and I just completely collapsed. I wrote like 2,500 words, and then I scrapped it. My first attempt at book 3, and then I did like 21,000 words and scrapped attempt 2. Now I'm 3,000 words into attempt 3, and I think this is going to be the final attempt. I think this one's finally going to go right. But we'll see. Who knows? Maybe we'll have to scrap it again. But yeah, and as far as comics, I'm hopefully going to do another script pretty soon here. There's a few artists I need to get scripts to. Of course, recently I got one to Bullet. You guys probably see him in the chat all the time. Bullet has a script, although he has draft 1. Now I need to do draft 2. And I just sent the script today to Jim O'Reilly. It's a script I actually had sitting around for a year now, probably, maybe even longer than that. And I had done 3 drafts of it, and it was just a one-shot, strangely enough, about another haunted house. And so I sent that to Jim O'Reilly today, and we'll see if Jim likes it enough, if he wants to do it. And if not, I mean, because like I've said before, me and Jim, every time one of us likes the script, the other one doesn't. So I don't know, but I'm looking for a new idea for Jim, and I literally, just as the stream started, I just started talking to another artist. Ethan just tagged me on Twitter, showing me this artist's fantastic art. So I think we'll take a look at that in just a minute here. But let me share my screen so we could take a look over at Asile. Now, yesterday, Asile was $125 away from 3,000. Now it's double that. We're $250 away from 3,000. Unfortunately, one of our backers had an emergency and he needed to refund, so he refunded the page he bought. So if anyone wants to buy a page to make up for that, please do. Or if you want to buy two pages and put us to 3,000, please, because we've been so close for a while, and I would love to get to 3,000. But if you haven't backed it yet, if you haven't backed our book yet, please do. Our featured tier is the thank you page. We've also got the physical copy and the digital copy for $10 each. You can get 2 copies for $18. You could get 10 copies for $50. You can get the book and a 4x6 head sketch for $60. You could get a page of original art for $100, and the original cover art is $500. And of course, this is a super shill stream, so there's going to be a lot of shilling. I invited a bunch of people that have campaigns open, so that way they could come on and shill. So maybe we'll get somebody to come in. But we got about 15 people in here, guys. Please hit that thumbs up or thumbs down, whichever one you prefer. Share out the link to the stream. Let's get some more people in here, and we're gonna watch the Asile trailer, and hopefully, as we watch it, we get some backers.
He was the most grotesque creature, the arch-vampire, Dracula. Count Dracula.
That laugh is actually Vic's laugh. Vic, the artist on this book, that's actually his laugh at the end of the trailer. Let's refresh. Okay, it didn't go up. Let's see what else is going on. Eric says, that was some great art by Dina for Asile. Yeah, we're about to look at that. Yeah. 7 to 9 says, Dina is an amazing artist. She totally is. She did a fantastic, just absolutely fantastic cover for Trixie Kane Blood Reaper last year, and she turned in this awesome piece for us. I already put it on the campaign right here. Let me move this out the way so we could zoom in. I believe this is going to become our second trading card if we hit our stretch goal. Our goal is $5,000 to get the next trading card for those that backed for $18 and up. So if we get there, this will be our next trading card. I really love it. I really love it. I especially love how she draws bats. I think the bats just look really cool. I don't know. They just look so great. I just love how she does that. And of course, she just does great faces too. I love how she does eyes and hair. Dina's just really fantastic. And so this will be our second trading card. Of course, the first trading card is right here, Jim O'Reilly's piece. Me and Jim hopefully have a book to launch around next year sometime. We're still going back and forth on which script to do. But we'll see. But right now, this is his piece for the trading card art, and right here is Dina's art. That'll be our second trading card. If we get to our stretch goal, which is I'll go over our stretch goals. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Yeah, $5,000 is the trading card for the additional trading card for tiers $18 and up. $10,000, the cover will be colored. $15,000, we'll have a fan art gallery, and at $30,000. everyone that backs will get a PDF of Asyle issue 2. Of course, you guys have already seen this, but I decided to add it here to the main campaign page. But this is our Secret Comics patch, so everybody will get one of those with each of their orders. And those have already been ordered, those patches. So those will be here, I think, in like another 4 weeks or so. I think when I ordered it like a week ago, it said it'll take about 5 weeks. So we'll be getting that patch in likely soon. And I'm hoping to order the stickers probably by the end of the month, I'm hoping, which Dina's actually going to do another piece that's going to become a sticker, because I wanted to use that piece. I wanted to use that piece for our sticker, but when we shrink it down to a couple inches, it's just not going to look right. It's not going to, if everything's so shrunken down, that big art piece shrunken down, because that's, I believe she drew it on 9x12 Bristol board, I think is what she told me. So it's just not going to look right, shrunk down to a couple inches. So she's going to do an art piece that's actually that small, a couple inches tall, so we could put that as our sticker. Let me see. Christopher C says, I'm getting spam from Amazon about one of your books. It's not spam. It's an advertisement, bruh. But you should you should buy it. He says, I think it's Lots of Coffins. I've only read a few pages so far. Any ideas for a tasty rating? What do you mean a tasty rating? I think the book's probably about like 18 plus. But yeah, Locked Coffins, I think it's really good. I think the one before it, though, Inner Demons, is better. Locked Coffins is the third book in the Eternity trilogy, and it's a prequel, so you could actually read it first if you want. So you could either read them 1, 2, 3, or you could read them 3, 1, 2. It doesn't really matter. Although you should probably go 1, 2, 3, just cause. Yeah, Lots of Coffins. I like that one. That's my most recent book that has come out, and I think I'll have some more on Amazon. They'll probably be like, I don't know. I don't want to say how many more next year, but I'm hoping to put out like 5 more on Amazon next year. But I'll at least put out one, that's for sure. Welcome, Vic.
Hey, Nasser, what's going on, man?
Nothing much, man. We're just having a super Shill stream. Let's see. 7-9 says, after you hit the dislike button, back Asyle. Yeah, hit the thumbs up, thumbs down, whichever one you guys want, and share out the link for this stream. Check out our book Asyle. 7-9 posted the link right there, so go check it out. And Eric, talking about Dina's piece, says, I agree. The bats are very stylistic and add to the mood.
Well, she has a her style is mostly, at least with this piece, and some of the other work I've seen her do, it's mostly rooted in anime and manga influence. Though I've seen her do some other stuff that's not quite as influenced, but this piece clearly was a manga influenced piece. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, I think it's really awesome. I'm going to share my screen again for anybody that's just tuning in, that they want to know what we're talking about. Let me share my screen because I did have it pulled up. And I did put it on the campaign. We believe this is going to be our second trading card, guys, if we get to the stretch goal of $5,000. Right now, we're $250 away from $3,000. And if we get to $5,000, this will become a trading card for those that backed for $18 and up. So you guys want to get us there, because this is a really nice piece, and I especially love how she does. I especially love how she does the bats here, but I especially love also how she draws eyes and hair. I just think she does a fantastic job.
Yeah, this is like I forget the name for it, but it's very much like Japanese and Korean like romance story manga style. I forget, there is a specific name for it, but I don't know it. If any weebs in the audience want to put it in the chat for us. But yeah, it's done in that kind of a style, and you could tell, like, Dracula's very, he's very, I don't know, what do you want to say, like, twinkly?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. She definitely prettied him up, and that, I mean, that's fine, because that's the style. That's the style of the art that she's doing.
Hold on, give me 1 second here. Sorry, I got to mute real quick.
Who did mute himself?
Okay, sorry, I'm back. No, I don't know if you heard me. I said I had to mute real quick.
Okay, I didn't know whether you meant me or you or
No,
Santa
me.
Claus.
No. I know. I just needed a second. I had to mute for a second. Well, let me see what people here in the chat are saying. Eric says I don't really like anime and manga style very well, but I like Dina's takes. I really like the anime and manga style, but it just sort of depends on who does it. Because like I like the way Dina does it. I like the way Tim Lim does it. It just really depends on who does it. Like, because I don't know how to explain it because I'm not too familiar with it, but there's certain like I guess quirks some of the artists do that like I don't really like. It's hard to explain. There's certain types of anime and manga styles that I don't like, but the way like Dina does it, I really love it.
There's a lot of really bad how to draw manga books out there and material out there that's done by Western artists that have no clue how to draw manga or what manga is about. And
Right.
so you could tell by a bunch of the artwork that's out there, there's a lot of people that bought these books over the last, 20, 30 years and have learned this westernized, bastardized version of manga, and it's horrible. I mean, I suggest to anybody that wants to draw in a manga fashion, don't even look at the new stuff. I mean, the new stuff is okay, but really go back into like the 70s, look for the Shonen Jump stuff from back then, Fist of the North Star, that's one of them. You can find like Golgo 13, that was a great one. Crying Freeman. I mean, you can really get a sense of like what the true artistry is behind manga, not just the cutesy anime and manga tropes that just seem to get copied over and over again. And it's like that those are fine, but those were always in manga, those are always interspersed with tremendous artwork, stuff that would blow your mind. I'll throw out there, for example, the guy that does the professional manga for One Punch Man. I don't know if you've ever seen any of that, but it's phenomenal. It's out of this world.
I've seen a little of it. Like, like in just like, memes or panels that just get posted on Twitter. Like I've seen it like here and there, but I wouldn't say I've seen much of it though. And 7 to 9 here says Dina's cover of Trixie Kane is my favorite. I actually own the original art to that one. I'm going to share my screen here and show people what he means. I pulled it up on the campaign here because I didn't want to go over to my shelf and grab it. But this is the cover that Dina did for Trixie. This is our first day variant cover. So this was only available on the first day, and it's a very small print run. I only printed 100 of them. I don't even know how many I have left. I think I probably have 5 or 10 of them left at the most. I might just send Dina the rest of them. I might keep one copy for myself, but I own the original art to this cover, and it's really fantastic. And for anyone just tuning in, this is the piece that Dina did for our campaign here, and this is going to become one of our trading cards if we hit $5,000. Let me get the link here copied, and I'm going to post it here in the chat. Guys, we're really close to $3,000, and we've been there for a while, and I really want to get there already. Yesterday, we were $125 away. Unfortunately, one of our backers had to refund a page. He had an emergency, so now we're at $250 until we get to $3,000. So if you guys want to get us there, please, we'd love to get there today, and we'd love to get up to $5,000 for that stretch goal. I have a personal goal with this campaign. For certain reasons, I would like to get to 6,000. That's a personal goal, but by the time it ends, right now, we'll know pretty soon in the next couple days, guys, if we decide to extend this. But right now we've got about 12 days left. So if you guys want to back it now, please, because there's no guarantee we're going to extend it. I'm bugging Vic about art every day, and he's getting annoyed with me, but he's drawing, and we have a deadline of getting the art done pretty soon. We want to have it done before 2021 begins. So this is definitely going to come out on time, and it's going to come out early 2021. It just sort of depends if we want to extend it again. But I'm not too sure on it. We'll know in the next couple days for sure. Like in the next probably 3 or 4 days, we'll have a better idea once we get closer to like a week left. Then I'll look through everything and I'll sort of decide if we want to extend. But for now, it's a little up in the air. Like I'm not going to lie to you guys and be like, oh, we're not going to extend back now. There's a chance we might. But it's really your best bet just to back it now. Let me see what else is going on here in the chat. She does okay with Rex too. Christopher C says. Let's see. Central Screwnet says Western penned how to draw manga books result in a style that is more budget Saturday morning cartoon than manga.
Oh, it's so true. So true.
Yeah,
it's trash.
7 to 9 post money sign question mark. I don't know what you mean, bro. I don't know what you mean. Money. Christopher C says, any thoughts on putting your books on Audible? I chew through audiobooks while I paint. I would love to. The only problem is paying somebody to actually read it, record it, and then to get it on Audible. It's going to cost money. I don't know exactly how much, but the only reason I say like it's going to cost money is because my ebook version and my paperback version still have not made a profit. I'm thousands of dollars in the hole with all of those books. They really haven't turned a profit. I've hardly sold any copies, so that's already expensive enough doing ebook and paperback. So, I would love to put on Audible, but I just can't keep putting myself in the hole. So sometime after I see a profit, or if I suddenly become rich and have the money, then yeah, I'd put them on Audible. But as of now, I just really can't. I just can't afford to. Because it's either keep sinking money into books that aren't selling, or try and find a new book that will sell. So I plan to put out some more books, and I think next year we'll have at least 1 or 2 more on Amazon. But I just got an email saying that we got a new backer, so I'm going to share my screen, and we're gonna refresh the campaign. I hope this says somebody bought the cover. I have not looked at what the email says, trust me, so I don't know what it says. I don't know if we sold the cover. I would love to. I hope this says we sold the cover, but I'm really happy with whatever it is, even if someone only donated $1, because $1 goes a long way on these things. Let's see. Awesome. We went up $14. So it looks like somebody got a physical copy. Thank you very much. We're up to 107, up to 107 backers. We're really close to beating what I was at with Secret Comics Presents, which had 143 backers, and that was after 60 days. So this one's only had 18 days so far. And so it's almost ahead so far of where I was with that previous 60-day campaign. So I'm really happy about that. Really happy that this campaign's doing so well. And, we would love to get to $3,000 tonight finally. And we'd love to get to 5,000 for our stretch goal. My personal goal, though, is about 6,000. I would really like to get up to 6,000 for certain reasons. I don't know. It would just allow me to compensate Vic here for his troubles, I guess, is the best way to put it. 6,000's a personal goal for me.
Yeah, let's get Vic paid.
Yeah. Hashtag pay Vic. If you want Vic to get paid, 6,000 really is about what we need. Not to go too much into detail, but just when I was, doing all the accounting and stuff, it looked like about for what Vic wanted, we'd probably need to get about 6, because then that would still allow us to have enough to, put out the book, and to get him paid fair enough rate. So there's the link right there, you guys. I put it in there a few minutes ago. It's also down in the description. 7 to 9 says, I think she captured Trixie's character better than John, Eric, and Sean did. Oof. I'm not gonna agree or disagree. I'm not gonna. No comment.
Yeah, you can't put yourself in that position. No,
but I think they all did a fantastic job.
They did.
Yeah, and I think we'll have another mail-in cover whenever book 2 comes out, probably in the summer. I think, if everything goes according to plan. If everything goes according to plan, this book will be out within the first couple months of 2021, and then Secret Comics Presents will launch around that same time, and then Secret Comics Presents will probably be out by like summer-ish, and then in the summer, hopefully, we'll be launching Trixie book 2. And let me see what else is going on. Scotty Richard Studio says, is Trixie Kane about a prostitute vigilante? No. No, she hunts vampires. Sauce is always extend. I get paid once a month and my budget is taken up, so I need to know a month in advance to be able to back. I hear you, man. It just depends. Like, well, it just depends on a few things. You know, like when you got other campaigns to put out, you know, you got to fulfill it sometime. And, you know, once the art's done, I mean, it's a good time to go to print. But we'll know for sure in a few days if we're for sure extending or not. I just want to see where we are by then.
Yeah, we gotta, you know, here's the thing, you know, Nasser's a young guy. He's slim. I'm an older guy. I'm a little bit heavier. So when we put on the, you know, the, oh, what do they call those?
Pants.
What are those big? What are those big fat? What are those big fat Japanese sumo? When we put on the sumo thongs, and we duke it out, you know, we'll have to wait and see, you know, who comes out on top. But I got a little weight on me. I think I have some advantage there.
Yeah, I think if I don't extend it, Vic's probably gonna he's probably gonna show up at my doorstep, and as soon as I answer the door, I'm gonna get like a frying pan across the head. So I mean, there, you know, Vic definitely wants to extend. I don't want to, but we might. Okay, we'll know for sure. We're gonna play a game of rock paper scissors to figure it out. Plebeian says Western manga only really works here in Europe. In the UK, where I am, our market has been the graphic novel, magazine-sized books for 30 plus years. It results in the detailed European style with manga zest.
Yeah, I've seen that style too. That's a little bit different than what Americans have been doing, but it's similar enough that yeah, it's not exactly the same. A lot of, I mean, here's the thing with European comics, you got like 2 tiers, and I'm not dissing European comics. Don't get me wrong, but you have like really low tier art, or you have like really high level gallery quality art. So there's like no in between really. It's like either one or the other is what you get with like European comics. It's like trash or like it should be in a museum.
Christopher C says you need a mini poster tier. Well, you know, we're trying to keep things simple, and we don't really have a budget for that. Like, you know, we haven't raised the most money. So, you know, as far as a mini poster tier, you know, maybe if we raised more and, you know, had a budget for it, but right now we don't. Bisco in the chat, I don't know if you've seen this dude's art. He's really great. Says, want to have a cover or a card? If you sell some, you could take it to pay Vic. I mean, I would love to. It just sort of, like I said, it's just with our budget. Like right now, we just have the budget for our one trading card, and if we hit 5,000, I mean, we already have our second trading card for that. As far as a cover, I mean, like I said, I just want to keep it simple with just one cover for now. But I mean, if you did a piece, I mean, you know, maybe we'd use it. But Bisco, I would love to work with you, man, at some point in the future. Bisco, are you on Twitter? Send me a message on Twitter so I can pull up your art, because I mean, I've seen it on Instagram. Does Instagram work from the computer? I don't know, but if you send me it on Twitter or something, I'll pull it up, because his art's fantastic.
Did you just say, does Instagram work from the computer?
Yeah, like everyone uses it from their phone.
Of course it works on the computer.
I'm a boomer. I'm a bigger boomer than you.
I know, right?
Matt Cisco says, GD YouTube recommendations. And I like that he's got the Chanu art in there. I did invite Graham Nolan. I was freaking out because he followed me back on Twitter a few days ago.
That's awesome. Yeah.
But I did invite Graham Nolan on here. We'll see. Let's see. Plebeian says, basically, Vic, you're saying you're the Comicsgate Laurel and Hardy.
Kinda, yeah. I would say that's fairly accurate.
Yeah, maybe.
Laurel and Hardy, Abbott and Costello. More Laurel and Hardy, because I'm the older, wiser one, you know.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, Bisco says he deleted his Twitter like a year ago. Let me try and pull up your Instagram so we can take a look at it. Well, I gotta go back to Instagram and find your handle. But yeah, Bisco though, he's really fantastic. Let me figure out how to do this. Okay, I think I pulled it up here. I'm going to share my screen so we can take a look at it because this art's fantastic. Here we go. Okay, what's this? Now I have to log in. I don't even know my login. I'll do that later.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Scotty Richard Studio says, a Kick Nasser iron-on logo I can put on a pair of Converse shoes. Maybe. You know, there are Kick Nasser shirts from Crypto Fashion. It's down below in the description. If you guys want to get a Kick Nasser shirt, you can get them from Crypto Fashion's website. We might do some more stuff with the Kick Nasser design. Who knows? Just sort of depends on budgets. Let's see. Lasmat Film says Instagram can't upload photos on the computer, only phone, unless they had a major update. No, yeah, I was just trying to take a look at somebody's art, and I was like, well, can I pull it up here on the computer? I didn't know it worked on the computer. I guess it does, but I have to log in. I don't even know my login. Let's see. Bisco says you can still browse Insta from the computer, just not upload anything. Gotcha. Plebeian says, indeed, Vic, we have a flourishing newspaper strip culture still, i.e. Dennis the Menace and the Beano, along with political satirical strips being very popular. On the other hand, are high-grade pieces. Let's see. Probably says, didn't you crowdfund a comic before? I've crowdfunded too. If you have any spare copies, maybe you can add a bundle perk with the style. Nope, I'm not doing that because I just want to keep each book with that specific artist. So my previous 2 books were drawn by a guy named Sean. So when me and Sean do our next book together, those books will be available there. If I put those books up here on the style, I mean, I'd have to give Sean half of that. So, I mean, what's the point in putting up this book and then there's shipping and then there's fees and then I got to give half of it to Sean? It just doesn't do much for our campaign except maybe pad the number a little bit. If I didn't have to pay Sean, probably, but I mean, I just want to keep it by that artist or else there's really not going to be any point because one of those books is $20. The other one's like, I don't know, $15 or 10 or 15, depending on the first print or the second print.
Right.
So So, you know, if I got to give Sean part of it, and then part of it gets eaten up in Indiegogo fees, and then the rest is going to go to shipping, you know, because it's going to make the shipping costs go up, there's really, you know, no point in it. So yeah, but I mean, if any of you want to buy those, I mean, you could buy them like just through PayPal, like you just PayPal me. So yeah, if anyone wants my other comics, you could either wait for Trixie Book 2 to launch in the summer sometime, or you could just buy them through PayPal. Up to you, really. Let's see. Plebeian says, not to offend American comics, but the majority would fall in between the two tiers of European art that I mentioned, not gallery quality, but not fresh or not trash fire either, just mediocre.
I agree with that. I agree with that. And actually, I would even go so far to say is a good percentage of mainstream comic books these days actually kind of fall into the trash fire selection. But yeah, no, he's right. You know, American comics have been kind of middle ground. I mean, there's definitely some out there that are definitely gallery worthy artwork. But most of it does fall in the mediocre like range as far as that's concerned.
Christopher C says, deals are going to do you in, boy. Stop sharing ideas. Well, no, it's not. It's not like it's going to do me in. It's just that, you know, if I sell it, you know, I'm going to have to give him something. Like, it's no, you know, I don't, if I didn't want to give him something, I wouldn't have done that deal. But, you know, adding it to this campaign, it's not really like going to help out because of that deal. But I mean, I'm still fine with that deal. And I mean, I'm going to still do that going forward. But, you know, I don't know. If you guys want my other books, you just got to, my other comics, rather, you got to buy them through PayPal. That's just how it is. Or just wait for another campaign with that artist. Or just wait for a reprint campaign, which I haven't really done yet, but maybe sometime in the future. I just got another email saying we got a backer. I have not looked at it yet, but hopefully it's the cover. But we thank you for whatever it is that you purchased. So let's see.
If anybody wants to buy Vic art materials, you can always DM him on Twitter for his PayPal. He'll gladly give it out.
You could do that. I've even done that before. So if I do it, you guys could all do it too. So
art materials are expensive, man.
Oh, for real? Like, I saw this meme one time. I wonder if I could still find it, but it was like a comparison. Like, it showed like a whole bunch of art supplies, and it's like what people think $100 of art supplies is, and then it showed someone else in the next panel. They're holding like just like, I don't know, like 3 pens, and it was like what $100 in art supplies actually is. Oh boy,
that's true. I mean, for quality art supplies, I mean, you can always get cheapo stuff, and I tend to be, because of where my station is in the world right now, I tend to be right in kind of like the middle. I'm not buying the most expensive stuff, but I'm also not I'm not drawing on typing paper.
Yeah, but I just refreshed it, and we went up to $27.78. So it looks like we sold another hard copy. So thank you very much to whoever bought it. 12 days left. We've got 108 backers. We would love to get to 3,000 tonight. Excuse me. So if you guys haven't backed us yet, please do. Let's see. Dillard Draw says, okay, just backed and backer 114. Where's my book, Nasser? Thank you very much for backing, Dillard. Let me see if his book, The Buckler, is still up.
Thank you, Dillard.
Let me see. Is The Buckler still up? Yes, it is. It looks like he extended it. I'm gonna copy the. Well, yeah. Here, I'm gonna copy the link there, and then I'm gonna screen share it. There we go. So if you want to support Dillard, here's The Buckler. There you go. And here's The Buckler, guys. Dillard's got 110 backers, so now it's a bit of a competition. Can we get more than Dillard? Right now we have 108. He's got 110. We're looking for 3 more backers to get us past Dillard. Dillard's at $5,367. So that's really awesome. He's got 27 days left. He just extended it. So he did 30, and now he's doing another 30. So if
It's
you
a
guys want to back,
fantastic book. Yeah,
Yeah,
I highly recommend people look at it and back it. It's a fantastic looking book.
yeah, it looks really fantastic, and you guys can get the digital copy for $10, the physical copy for 30, and he's got some different tiers here with art, and it looks like the commission tier sold out. So 20 lucky people got the book and an ash can and a commission for $90. That is a steal for Dillard's art. So it looks like if you want original art now, you could get the his painted cover for $2,000. Or you could get one of the interior pages right here for $300, and it looks like there's 9 of those pages left, which are very rare because Dillard told me that the whole book is digital outside of whatever pages he sells on that tier right there. So if you guys want an original page from Dillard, they're already pretty rare. Get them while you can. Get them while you can. So that's the Buckler. Yo, how's it going, John?
Hail Nasser, hail the chat.
Hail John, how's it going, dude?
What's going on? Not too bad. I'm on the phone with the DMV on hold because that's how it goes. So I might have to leave like really quickly if that happens. If they decide to answer before they close in 45 minutes here. So how exciting!
Oh, good luck with that, John.
Yeah, I know. What's going on, friends?
Nothing much, man. We're just
chilling, bro.
Yeah, we're just having a super chill stream. So is your campaign still open?
Yeah, I'm just selling my books. Every single one of my books. You can get all the comics digitally. If you're looking for good comics on the cheap, I'll send them immediately. Or I will sign books, which you can get my comics or any of my novels. So I'm just re-offering all the books, just so everybody can get a chance in here before Christmas if they would like, which I highly recommend.
Yeah, I'm opening up Indiegogo right now to pull it up. Let me see. I don't know the name of it. I'm just typing in your name. I'm just pulling up your name here so I could find it.
I've already
here
got
we
it
go.
in there.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm going to share my screen so we can take a look at it.
I appreciate it.
Of course. Let me share my screen here, and I guess the link's in the chat somewhere. I don't see it. Maybe it just needs a second to load.
I didn't put it in the stream or in private chat. There we go.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I already have it pulled up here. So I'm just going to copy it here, and here we go. Sorry. When you said you were putting it in the chat, I thought you meant you were putting it like in the live chat.
I put it in the live chat also. Yeah.
Oh, because I don't see it.
For some reason, it didn't make a hyperlink though. That's kind of annoying. What's going on?
I don't know.
There it goes.
Maybe
when you did it, it made a hyperlink. When I did it, it didn't make a hyperlink. That's bizarre.
You don't have.
I don't know. I don't even see your chat here in StreamYard. It's a little bit weird. Maybe you're shadow banned now. But anyways, so let's see. So how long are you keeping this thing up?
Maybe indefinitely, because I like the idea of just having a storefront. And so this is kind of like an easy way to just have everything aggregated so anybody could just buy what they want a la carte and go in that way. So yeah.
I think that's a good idea. I've thought of that before. But I don't have any exact plan now. I've thought about putting the comics up on Amazon. Thought about doing it just having an Indiegogo store open at all times. We'll see after I have like a few more comics out, because right now I only have 2, so it's no big deal for people that just PayPal me for it. But maybe
yeah, I've got a whole office just like full of stock of books at this point. So it's like I get people messaging me. It's like, oh, so I mean, it just depends. And this seems an easy way to just process stuff without having to deal with it and have it all tracked and all that. So right now, I don't know. I think people in the chat probably are into comics, so I'd go for the Complete Flying Sparks if you haven't checked it out yet. Number One Marmaduke just did a review of my most recent volume, and glowing review. He was really in love with the writing there, which I'm glad. And I just have I work harder on character than a lot of other books out there. So I really work on having characters who people can love and attach to, like Robotoad, which changes the way people read comics, for example. But that's the deal. Yeah.
Yeah, my favorite one here, and I know I still haven't caught up on all your books, but my favorite one's the Cosmic Warrior. I read issue 1. I'm sorry, I still need to get issue 2, but I really dug this issue. It's one of my favorite comics I've read, guys. I think you guys should. I'll go pick up the Cosmic Warrior.
The Cosmic Warrior is high tea.
Definitely, and this is my favorite cover out of all of yours.
Is that hilarious?
Like,
Now this is actually out of print, so
why is it out of print?
Because I just haven't put it up in print, and I just am lazy. Because I actually went with a publisher originally up until about early last year, and then I remember
that.
last year, something like that. And then I started publishing my own stuff. So this was the last book I put out on through Superversive Press, who was a publisher at the time, and I just never reformatted it and put it back up and all that. So right now this is like the only way you can get this book, and I think I've got 6 copies left. So that's it.
Gotcha. And let me scroll back up here and see what you're at. So, okay, so you're at $939. John, well, I mean, he already met his goal, and I mean, it's up pretty much indefinitely. So there's no mark I guess we got to get him to, except that I see he's got 18 backers. I want to see him get to 20. So maybe
20
we
be
can
great.
Maybe we could get a couple people to back him. I say get the Cosmic Warrior. I think most people really love Flying Sparks, and I mean he's got the complete Flying Sparks up here for $100.
Try out the Cosmic Warrior and Flying Sparks digitally, because you can get the digital books for a full graphic novel for $12, a single issue for $5. It's a really easy way to get in and just check out the books and see if you like them. So
sounds great. Sounds great. And right here, the complete JDA comic collection. What is that? Like at least 20 issues, right?
I think I'm up to 20. I think that's 22 issues, something like that.
Okay.
Somewhere in there. Maybe 23 at this point. But Dilla Draws says Marmaduke is hard to impress. It's high praise. That's true. If you guys follow Marmaduke, he's not a shill. He's like an actual real comic book guy. So I was very happy to get a good review from him.
Yep. So here's the link right here in the chat. If you guys want to support John, get all his books. Let me see what's going on in the chat, because I think I'm missing a few things. Testing. Did Nasser ban me? I don't think I did.
So it did work. So that's bizarre. StreamYard's being weird. There we go. Hey, it did work.
I see you. Yeah, I mean, I see you. I just checked the YouTube tab. I see you. Maybe it was just tweaking when you posted the link. I don't know.
I was banned in another chat yesterday. I won't mention the lame YouTuber, but I tried to go into a chat and say hi to people, and I was like, I guess I'm banned. That's what happens. So
that's unfortunate.
Not somebody who identifies with Comicsgate, of course, because somebody in Comicsgate would never do such a thing. So
Bisco says maybe you forgot a space.
Forgot a space. No, I put a space at the end. I don't know. Let me try my YouTube link and see if that works. You to youtube.com John Delarose. Okay. Did that work? That one worked. What the hell? Okay. Well, whatever. Subscribe to the channel.
Well, Vic, who's on here with us, comments in the chat saying Nasser and JDA, I ain't getting to speak again. Say something, Vic.
Well, that would ruin it if I did.
Vic, we have scripts for you to draw, so just get on that. So
right, dance monkey, dance. Oh man. Let's see. Marmaduke is hard to impress. That's high praise. Is it? I don't think I've watched his channel actually.
Yeah, he's an honest reviewer, so it's good.
Let's see. Readers love John's books. Nasser, not so much. I kid, says Eric N. Boyd.
Brutal.
Well, I mean, all my reviews have been positive, outside of like one person that left a 1-star but didn't say why, so I don't think they even bought it. But if we look here, oh boy, you always said like it's so tough to get reviews on sequels, and tell me about it. Like book 3 in the Eternity series has 1 review, and of course it's 5 stars. But if you guys haven't left reviews yet for my books, please do.
I don't try to get reviews on sequels because people only check out like the first book page who are new people anyway, and so you just go there, and I try to just get as many on the first books as possible. Because you're right. I mean, people just don't go back to like books 2, 3, 4 and leave reviews. It's bizarre.
Yeah, but book 1 though has 9 reviews. So guys, please just one more. If you bought Eternity, leave an honest review. Even if you thought it was just like 1 star, like I understand. Just leave an honest review. My book with the most reviews has 13. So that's pretty cool. Averages out to about 4 stars. See, it's because I got that 1-star review that they didn't say anything about it. They didn't say what was wrong with it. So I don't even think they actually bought it, because Amazon just lets you leave reviews even if you didn't buy it. So
stars for Nasser. Stars for Nasser.
Please.
We gotta get some drama going to get the people excited, though, because people are saying they're bored. Scotty Richard Studios is boring.
Well, JDA, I gotta tell you, I have not read Cosmic Warrior.
Terrible.
I have read. I did read the first Flying Sparks. That wasn't that. I have mixed feelings about that, because I was like, I thought like it ended too soon.
Oh yeah,
I thought there was more potential, which I'm sure you followed up with in the next issues.
Yeah, I mean, I wrote it to be a 15-issue storyline, right? So volume 1 sets everything up. You get all the pieces that are just there. Volume 2 really develops the characters and really just like gets like the snowballs rolling and with all the relationships and everything. Volume 3 really hits like where crazy stuff happens, and volume 4 goes to high action, and then volume 5 is going to be absolutely madhouse, knockdown, drag out, fight, good times. So that's I try to do the build like that, just so that like when you get to volume 5, you get like that payoff, and you're like, oh, I see what I was reading for. And I think it works really well.
I know it's too late to do this in this series, but I'm thinking for like going further in future series. And I'm only saying this because you wanted some drama, and I'm going to bring up some drama.
Excellent.
I'm talking about as from the standpoint of somebody who collected a lot of independent comic books over the years, right? So the most successful ones are the ones that, if they're starting a series and they're hoping that the series will take off and last a long time, right? They don't spend so much time on the exposition in the beginning. What they do is they throw you into the middle of whatever is going to be the heart of the ultimate the ultimate conflict for the story arc. And then somewhere towards the end of the issue, or middle or end of the issue, then they start drawing you back into the past to explain how things were set up. And so that way you have both the tension of the story arc overall, and you have the exposition. But if you go into a book and your first book is just nothing but exposition, there's nothing exciting there to bring the person back.
The first book wasn't just exposition. The first book, the first graphic novel opens up with a superhero fight, and issue 2 is a really big knockdown, drag out fight through the entire city, and then issue 3 pulls back again into the. This is all in volume 1, so then it pulls back. So I kind of did it like that, but I didn't do the comic book trope. The comic book trope I hate is actually when they start for like 2-3 pages, and it's like the superhero is like about to die, and then it goes back and it goes like 5 days earlier and like starts the story from there.
I hate that. I hate that. They start the story at the most interesting part, and then they're like, "Oh well, now we got to go back." Like, no,
I don't want to. I never want to do that. I think that's the most overused trope in comics, and I think I groan every time I see that in an issue. So, but I started with action. But the action was establishing who Metagirl was through the action and her powers, so you kind of know what she was doing. And then you figure out Johnny's powers over the course of that first issue. The second issue, we established that like just because she's a superhero girl, like she's not going to be a Mary Sue's strong female lead because she gets her ass beat, right? So I figured that was good, and the reason I did that way is because part 1, like in a film, right? Like Star Wars, you want the heroes to kind of win and like get a little thing. part 2, Empire Strikes Back, you want the heroes to kind of lose, into part 3 where they can actually like start to build again. And that's kind of the way I lay out my stories.
I
Okay.
I was about to say something to that, but I got distracted because, like I said earlier, on the stream, Dina's supposed to be doing a piece of art that's supposed to be specifically for our sticker, because the art she turned in, well, let me share my screen. It looks, well, it's not going to look right if we shrunk it down, because, I mean, she drew it 9x12. Let me find it. Dina drew this right here that's potentially going to be a trading card if we hit our stretch goal. And I was thinking about turning this into a sticker because I needed art for a sticker. And so after she turned this in, I was like, well, I can't shrink it down. It's not going to look right at, 1 by 2 inches. So I was like, can you draw another piece that could be the sticker art? And she just turned it in. So
Cool.
I'm downloading it now on my phone so I could tweet it out, and then I'm going to share my screen and we'll look at the tweet.
She's gotten a lot better as an artist over the last like couple of years, because I remember like, gosh, I met Dinah probably in 2017.
Oh, way back.
And
She's
I saw
been
when
around a
she
while.
was starting, and I love her like as a person, but I got to say, like in 2017, her art was like really on the amateur side. But now, like she's getting to the point where it's like, okay, she's like really dialing it in. It's good.
Yeah, sorry, I'm still putting out this tweet right now. I just got to put the link here. There we go. So I just tweeted it out. So let me share my screen here. Well, actually, let me open it up first on my Twitter. There we go. I'm excited. I'm like accidentally sharing screen before I pull it up. Let me pull it up first, so then we can share screen. There we go. Okay, now let me share my screen. Oh, and also let me take that off. There we go. So she just turned this in right now. Sorry. There we go. So yeah, so this is going to be our art for the sticker. So this sticker is going to come with every order. So if you guys want this sticker, you should back us now. So yeah, this is fantastic. I'm going to put this on the campaign pretty soon here. So yeah, so Dina turned in 2 pieces today. So we've got this one right here. This will potentially be our second trading card. If we get up to $5,000, that's our stretch goal for another trading card. So if we get there, this will be our second trading card. And right now, this is going to be the sticker art. So you look at this awesome sticker that's going to have Dina's art on it. It's just fantastic. She's such a great artist. You guys still with me? You guys just sort of died on me.
All I see on your screen is like an endless like screen of screens.
Well, I just left from Twitter to here to see if you guys were still with me.
I think Vic's just not talking. I think he's like boycotting us. So
right.
I am.
Let's see. I think I'm reading just a bunch of conversations people are having. He makes all these decisions without me. Vic, I don't think you're actually going to complain, though, are you, about this art right here? Like, I'm the one paying for the stickers anyways, Vic. It's coming out of my pocket.
Well, I mean, they're coming out of the budget, so.
Well, no, it's coming out of my pocket. I mean, there's no, guarantee I'll make money back.
Didn't you figure that into the budget of the?
Well, of course I did, but I'm overprinting these things, So I'm paying for it out of my pocket and overprinting, so I have extras for the future.
Well, here's what you should do. You should overprint the books. You have extra books, but not overprint the stickers. That way the Kickstarter guys get something exclusive. I shouldn't offer unsolicited advice. I'm sorry. But
no, I like to overprint.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much they well, I mean, as far as being exclusive, like, I mean, most of the trading cards end up, sort of selling out, or I might have like, an extra, just like a couple dozen of them left over. So, I mean, I'm out of some of the trading cards. I just don't have any more copies of them. So a lot of the little knickknacks and stuff do get sold out. But like, as far as like the Secret Comics patches, like, where'd it go? Oh, it's above it. Here we go. But like, as far as the patch, like that's like universal for all my books. So I mean, I printed 1,000 of these, even though we've
that I understand. That I totally understand, because that's something that you can carry over throughout all your books.
That's true.
Hey,
Dinah's in the chat. Welcome, Dinah.
The stickers for ISIL, I kind of agree with JDA on, and to a degree. I mean, I wouldn't go overboard over printing those, just because, I mean, should there be another time that you want to get another run of them done for another campaign, that's great. Like if for like ISIL book 2, if you want to have something where we have all the stickers and all the trading cards in the combo pack or some shit like that, that's something that could be addressed at that time. I mean, don't go crazy is all I'm saying,
I got you. I'm also thinking, did I not put the lettered ones on here on Trixie? Maybe it's in the update. The other Secret Comics logo, it might be buried in the updates. I don't know if I want to like go through all of them for it. But the other logo as well, I was thinking making stickers of that one. Let's see. Do I want to go through all of this? I don't know if I even put it there in the updates, but wherever the other logo is, I want to make stickers.
I did have a bunch of people. I did have a bunch of people ask me about the stickers, and I said I wasn't sure. But several recommendations were people saying that they wanted like something along the lines of the logo with like maybe Dracula's teeth in the background or something like that. So you kind of I don't know, maybe that could be like an $8,000 stretch goal. We'll do another sticker or something.
I've got an idea for a sticker. I shared my screen. What do you think?
What is that?
Oh yeah,
that's I am not Starfire's non-binary best friend or something.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
This is what the people want. This is what DC knows. I mean, who are we to know better than DC Comics?
Right. I mean, of course. What are we thinking? Dina, you need your art to match that. This is unacceptable. You guys see this? This is just unacceptable. We can't have this. This people don't want that. They want this. Wait. There we go. I almost removed it. There we go. Now I put
there it is.
Back up. But yeah, this is
that's what the people want. So. Oh yeah,
I think it cut out for a second. I think you went robo there because I completely missed it and you came back in like the middle of a sentence. I think my internet might have gone a little fuzzy there. Let's see. Christopher C says, I think we are watching the lead up to a beer and twink domestic violence complaint. What?
Oh, us fighting over the sticker, I think. We're not really fighting over the sticker, though.
No, we're not. Although after this, Vic's probably going to verbally abuse me.
Oh, thoroughly. Yeah.
Yeah. but no. Well, let me see what people are saying. Bisco says, that's what the writers want, and they need to educate us, didn't you know? I think you read that one, John.
Yeah, it's true. We all need to be educated, I guess. Re-educated, right?
Looks like Nasser and Drag. Come on.
Oh no.
Oh boy. Just come on, guys. Instead of roasting me, just back Asile. Or you can only roast me if you back it.
Looks like Nasser on testosterone. What?
What?
Oh, that's mean. Who's being mean?
People are. Oh, it's gone. They deleted it. Damn.
Yeah, because I don't see that. I only see the link for Asile.
That was Vic's internal monologue. So that he deleted.
Dina says, I do remember that Princess Nasser drawing. Yeah, the dude that owns it, he showed me the other day. He's like, I still have this. I was like, oh, you do. I can actually, oops, wrong button. I meant to share screen, but let me pull it up first. Let me find his message first, because he had that. I was like, oh my goodness, you actually. It's just such a funny picture. I can't believe he bought it. I'm scrolling back now. Let me try and find him. Here he is. Guys, like you're gonna put like bleach in your eyes. Like, let me share this. This is gold. Oh boy!
Oh no!
Brad Ashworth did this, like 2 years ago, and this dude actually bought it. I think I deserve a cut of that. I think Brad owes me. I don't know what he sold it for. Probably, I don't know, $100. Like he owes me like half or maybe a quarter of whatever it sold for. Dragonsmith says, I don't know how to effectively troll this channel without crossing the line. Liam doesn't condone my actions. I'm a lone wolf operating out of a rundown deli. Okay. Butch Nasser up, and he could almost be that confused girl. Yep, Eric says he remembers that one. Improbi says, love this one. Need more eyebrow. Oh boy. Maybe we'll get Brad to do a similar one. Maybe if you guys back Asile, if we get like 10 new backers right now, we'll have Brad do another one. There we go. I'm posting the link right here. Oops, let me see. Bisco says, let him troll. That guy lives in a deli. Have some mercy.
I know, right?
7 to 9 says, I own Nasser's original doodle of Dr. Satan. Yeah, he does. I let it go for a steal for $25. So I forgot about that, actually. So I've sold a piece of original art once for $75. I sold that one for $25. So I guess my art, sells right around for about $50. I'll meet you guys in the middle if anyone ever wants a commission.
Dr. Satan.
Rip. You guys, I messaged Peter Gilmore about it the other day. I was like, hey, Peter, we could always still do Dr. Satan. And the thing is, like, he had like half the book drawn, before he quit. And so, like, if we decided to launch it again, he doesn't even have to do any new art. Like, we have plenty for preview pages. And if it doesn't fund, then, I mean, we just, everybody gets a refund. And it's not like he had to do anything else, like so much of it's already done. All he would have to do is the second half of the book. And that's if, that would be if it funds. But he's like, no, F you, dude. And I'm just like, oh, well. What good is a half-finished book, just sitting there? Like, it was a pretty solid book.
Well, I mean, okay, I'm gonna be the bad guy here to both of you.
Oh, okay. Well, I think Vic's about to take his side.
Yeah, no. This is like some reality check, because, like, all right, so it's the name of the book is Dr. Satan, right?
Yeah,
and it was quite a clever idea, and I've seen the artwork. Peter Gilmore did a fantastic job on the artwork. Everything looked beautiful. Everything looked great. But, like, Peter had the expectation that, the book would do whatever his page rate that he wanted, plus the cost of publishing and all of that. Well, so I think he was thinking it was going to be a 20 or 30K book. And I know it was 60 pages and all, but that's a little bit, you have to look at it. That's a little bit harder of a sell in this community because of the fact that it's, basically children's cartoony.
I still had all my connections at the time. I had not even left CG by the time he quit.
Right. No, I get that. But still, I mean,
so it definitely would have done, it would have at least 10 grand probably. I mean, Trixie had done 23. So I think
it could have done up towards 20. But you look at the books that have been like more comic book, more children orientated themes, you know, and
Right, like Bigfoot Bill.
Bigfoot Bill. I mean, don't even. I mean, he got everything going because of Earthworm Jim. I mean, that's really.
No, I'm just making a joke, bro. But
I mean, if you look at other books, right? Like, okay, so Wart the Wizard did very well for what it was. You know, it's a children's book, and it did very well. But it didn't do as well as books of a more adult theme. You could throw Starlight Cats in there. It's got a very children's theme to it. You know, that's something that would appeal to children, something you'd want to buy for your children. It's an absolute beautiful book, and Shane and Yanzi are doing a bang up job, but they've had a long road to haul to sell it to the success that it is, and it is successful. But they've had to work really hard to get it there because of the fact that it's not like what most people in the indie scene are looking for, which is like bang bang, shoot 'em up.
You know, people would have bought it. I think it would have done well. It could still do well if Peter was just like, yeah, sure, we could launch it. I mean, well, you know, like what harm is it going to do? Like it's half done, and if it doesn't fund, then what? I mean, like it's not like I need him to draw more, preview pages. Like he already drew half of it.
So what was his response? I'm guessing that it wasn't
say anything. He didn't say anything. And then I saw him in a live chat the other day. I was on John Malin's stream for a few minutes. John Malin was doing a super Shill stream, and I came on right at the end. And when I got on, Peter was in the chat. He said kick Nasser, and I thought he was just messing around. So I was like, oh hey Peter, and he was just like F you, and I was like, what? Like if you say kick Nasser, like it sounds cutesy. It doesn't sound like you're actually angry at me. So when I reply, hey, like it's really sorry to be like F off, dude. And
I think
do we need to have a hug fest where I moderate and then I can help you become friends? I don't know that Peter Gilmore likes me any better than you, but
no, he doesn't like you. He doesn't like me.
I actually don't know him.
Oh no, I mean, like I think Peter's cool. I would definitely like to give Dr. Satan a chance. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Like if it doesn't get funded, it's not like I needed him to do even more pages. There's like 24 pages done already. So
wow.
So it would have plenty of preview pages. It's like he doesn't have to do anything else. It's like I'll launch it. If it doesn't get funded, then well, oh no, you're not going to do any more pages. And if it does get funded, he works really quickly. And it wouldn't take him that much longer to get the rest of it done. Like there's no point in just sitting on him and just letting him chill there in his computer.
From a business standpoint, it would make sense to give it a go.
Just put the anger aside, Peter, if you're listening. Put the anger aside.
If he's got a lot of beef with you, I definitely think it's worth talking out what the beef is. I think what a lot of people there's a lot of people that have grabbed onto this, Nasser, and they do see what you're doing. And they do believe in your sincerity, and there's some people that don't, and they've held their whatever to wait and see. Right? Is this gonna last? Is Nasser gonna be 6 months down the road and still part of comics?
The people that don't believe me, they're so funny because it's like, no, I want to kill my career a second time, Like if I were here to like pull anything, quote unquote, pull something, because that's what I see a lot of them saying. Like, no, he's just here, he's scheming, he's gonna pull something. Like,
but it is like there's so much.
Just let me finish. Like if I were back just to pull something, I would become the most untrustworthy person in the entire galaxy. Maybe next to Hillary Clinton.
There's so much bad blood between so many different people, like over the last couple of years, because of all the fucking bullshit, right? And it got amplified. People talk behind each other's back in DMs all the time, and that just further amplifies things. Not saying anything is necessarily with this specific situation, but it is overall. There's a ton of this stuff, and it's like people, you know, you can be like, look, I want to hang, and of course I'm in the same boat. I'm like, I just want to hang. I just want to make comics. I just want to support conservative creators. Like, this is all nonsense, and we're dealing with, honestly, a big tech that is going to shut us all down. We're dealing with people who will steal elections. I mean, they won't. The people in the comic industry won't hesitate to kill any of us if shit hits the fan, right?
Right.
So we definitely need. You're on the right path, and it's easy to get frustrated and be like, why won't this person hang out with me? I was like that with Mike Miller for a sec, right? Because like I'm just like Mike and I have like really very, very similar values, right? He's a Christian guy, father, a staunch conservative like me. And it's like, what, you know, this guy should be hanging out, and it didn't make sense to me, but it takes time, like just for some of the, like, you know, some of the bad feelings to die down. And, you know, you're in groups a lot of the times, and some of the groups, you know, Nasser said this about my friend, blah, 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 you know, and that, you know,
right.
I saw it on Twitter, like, somebody's doing it about somebody else earlier today. It doesn't have to do anything with us. And I'm just like, I'm not getting involved in that. But at the same time, I'm almost done. I'm sorry. At the same time, like, I think, you know, we got to dial our own frustrations down and realize that, like, might be a month from now, might be 3 months from now. We just got to be patient and loving.
Right. And in context with that, John, right? There has been a lot of that. There has been a lot of, animosities being put aside and stuff being let go, and people just getting back to backing books and making books. And so let's see that grow. I mean, Ethan said something that I thought was very important last night. He said he was tired of fighting with people that he agreed with on 95% of everything about comics, except for the 5% that he doesn't agree with them on, and he's tired of fighting with them. So he's not going to waste any more energy fighting with those people. He just wants people just to get along. I drew an analogy for somebody in an argument about Comicsgate, and it didn't go over very well with that person, but it really gives you an idea of what Comicsgate, the indie comic scene is okay. In the middle, it's a big, huge room with so many different corners. In the middle is the initial Comicsgate values, right? That people from each corner of this big, huge room can draw off from, right? It doesn't mean you have to be in the same corner with Ethan. Doesn't mean you have to be in the same corner with JDA. Doesn't even mean that you have to be in the same corner or side of the same corner with Nasser and Ethan. So if you don't like Nasser, you don't have to deal with Ethan. Or if you don't like Ethan, but you are a Nasser fan, you don't have to deal with Ethan. There's no reason for people to think that they have to be against everybody that isn't in the exact same corner as them, because it's all the same big ass room.
Yep. Yeah, the thing we got to dial down, and it's got to start with us first if we want to expect this of others, is the like, well, Vic said this about me on Twitter like 18 months ago. Like,
right,
you support
Vic. Forgiven.
It's like why? Like, you could do that ad nauseum, but like we all got to dial that down. You did. You were mean, Vic.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't mean to you.
But, you know, John, going back to what you said about you and Mike getting along, you know, fun fact, you guys, that happened on my stream. I was the peacemaker on that stream. I got them together, and then I also did it for Ethan and Mike, and then for Ethan and John here. And somebody in the chat before called me Nasser the Peacemaker. I forget who it was, but
yeah,
yeah, I've been able to bring everybody together, I guess.
It's all because of you, Nasser.
Right? but no, I mean, like we all hate SJWs. There's no reason to keep punching right or to just be annoying on Twitter all day. Like, this guy said one mean thing about me once. Like, it's just really dumb. Let's just all get along and, you know, promote each other and just be cool and, you know, just be normal. Like, we all hate SJWs. Like,
yeah,
We're all on the right here.
No more gay ops. So
right. Even though I was never involved in any. 7 to 9 says, I loved Dr. Satan from the inception. Alas, he was stillborn. That's awful.
Yeah.
But oh boy. I mean, if Peter hears this, I mean, Peter, let's just launch it. I don't know exactly when, because I got a couple others to launch first, but there's no harm in launching it, Peter. There's really no harm.
Let Peter run the campaign.
No.
Why?
After what happened with Brutus, hell no artist.
I don't think Peter. I've seen Peter around, and I don't get a vibe that he's like that.
Doesn't matter. I'm never having anyone else run the campaign but me. Doesn't matter.
I'm actually having somebody else run a campaign next year, just as a test to see because it's a female artist I'm working with, and I just as a test to see if Kickstarter will prefer that. And amplify it just because it's not associated with me. I want to test that algorithm because I like testing.
Is it going to be a new book or like one of your old books like reprinted or something?
New one. This is a fantasy manga style.
Oh, okay.
Now, Nasser, that's something you're going to want to try and revisit, and I'll tell you why. You're going to obviously want to anchor it with solid contracts, but that is definitely something you're going to reconsider because you're already looking at with the basics of what you've talked about, relaunching Secret Comics Presents Trixie Kane 2, as the possible of ISIL 2 that we've talked about, and you said you had a couple other things in mind. You're not going to be able to do all of them.
I only have 2 campaigns planned for next year: Secret Comics Presents and Trixie Book 2. I have all the time in the world to do those on my own. I'm never having anyone else run the campaign. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you're like, oh, Peter's a nice guy. Donald was a nice guy to me 2 years ago. Look what happened. So no, he was the nicest guy in the world. Donald was, and then he showed his true colors, and he would rather steal from me and just not put out the book and take away my credit instead of actually putting it out. So no, I'm not going to trust anyone else. I'm putting out the books. There's no argument here, really. No matter what you say, there's just no changing my mind. You could say contract this, contract that, but you could say, oh, but you have a lot of books. Nope, doesn't matter. No one's ever running one of my campaigns but me. There's no argument.
It's going to be difficult. I mean, that makes it difficult on your artists, your other co-owners.
Doesn't matter. They're not relying on me for their full-time income. I'm planning to work with Jim O'Reilly. He's got a full-time job. It's not tough on him if it takes us, a few extra months before we launch. Like, he's got other comic gigs. People pay him. Sean, who's doing Trixie, I mean, he doesn't do it for free. I pay him. So, and he does this full-time. He has other people that pay him. Jason with Secret Comics, I mean, he's got other people that pay him full-time for art. So it's not difficult on them. It's not difficult on me. There's just nothing you could say is going to convince me.
All right. I guess that's that.
Let me see what else is going on. Bullet says, can there be a trans ops? Why do gays get all the ops? I never know what to say to jokes like that.
I never know what to say to that either.
I think there has been trans ops.
Dillard posts the link for Buckler, so go back him.
I think there's been non-binary ops also, to be perfectly honest.
Mm.
Yeah.
Vilnet says, hypothetically, would you let Vic run Asylum 3 if he had built up his audience and you were getting busy promoting other projects? Nope. Nope. I'm sorry. Sorry, Vic. No. I'd have to be the one that runs it. I like you.
So what if Asylum 3 was printed under my comic label?
Well, no, it's not going to be. I'm going to be running the book, so of course it's going to be Secret Comics.
But I mean, if we both own it, I mean, does it always have to be?
Yes, considering I'm the one paying the letterer and paying Billy to clean up the scans.
I know, but on that project, you might not be. You know what I'm saying?
I feel caught in the middle here, friends.
I mean, I no, John, it's okay. But no, I mean, I understand you, Vic. But I mean, I'm going to be the one to run the campaigns. It's just how it is. I'm not going to. I'm just no. I'm never letting anyone else run it. It's just going to be me. And I don't know if I mean, if we get super big, maybe there could be the opportunity for 2 campaigns at the same time. Like Ethan's got Wrecked Planet open and Rainbow Brute, and he's launching the Snowman pretty soon here. I think in another week or 2. You know, so I mean, I'm not saying I'm going to get as big as Ethan, but I'm just saying if it was if I got bigger than this, of course, and I was able to launch multiple books at the same time, I mean, I'd consider it, but I mean, I also don't see myself as having too many books to put out, because I mean they're pretty spaced out. Like Trixie Book 2 is the final Trixie book. I mean, Secret Comics Presents has the chance to, it's just an anthology, so there's the chance for other people to join me on that. But it's not like something that I'm going to need to do like 40 issues of. I don't think my schedule is going to be crammed. So by the time Asylum 2 rolls around, like I'm probably not going to be very busy. Is my point, Vic? It's not like I have 20 different titles to put out monthly here. They're pretty spaced out.
So okay, so I mean, we can hash this out like in front of the audience, because that's this is the kind of things the audience likes to be part of, right? And that adds context to your stream, gives reason and purpose for it, right? So okay, so let's say you run, okay, so we do extend, right? And so now we're at the end of January, our campaign's done, we get it ready to ship. It takes a month to get the prints and everything and begin fulfillment.
No, it's going to take like 2 weeks to get the books and start fulfilling.
Okay. All right. So we're fulfilling in February. Okay. Then you launch Secret Comics Presents. You let that run 60 days, and then you ship that, and then Trixie Kane 2 is ready to go. You run that for 60 days, and then that's ready to go a month after that. Now you're looking at Christmas next year before Asylum 2 comes out to launch.
Okay, but I mean, I'm sure you have other gigs, Vic. I mean, this is not your main source of income. I mean, Asylum's at less than $3,000 right now, which
right.
You guys should all back it. In the link here in the chat, but I mean, so what if it takes that long to get to book 2, first of all, and second of all, I mean, campaigns get pushed back all the time. Who's to say I don't decide to push back Trixie another 6 months and do Asylum 2 first? If we have, typically this goes like when you have multiple books, whoever has the most pages done first, they launch first. Typically how it goes. So I mean, if Asylum 2 isn't even written yet, but I mean, if you had all the pages done, I mean, maybe we would launch first then. I don't know, dude. But I'm just not letting anyone else run it but me.
Okay.
Sorry guys, I think this is awkward for the chat. We're not actually fighting.
Not just awkward for the chat, it's awkward for me. That's why I'm just shilling my YouTube link in the chat instead. Yeah.
Well, you should feel awkward.
You're running a boring stream. This is
meant to make you feel awkward, JD.
Dragonsmith, who's trolling, who wants to know if he's trolling too hard, says, you're running. Hurry up and catch up, Nasser, so you can put this up on the chat.
Oh, sorry. Well,
I mean, Dragonsmith, you're running a boring stream when the high point is JDA. There we are, making a fair-minded and middle-of-the-road commentary. I always make fair-minded and middle-of-the-road commentary, so that's the type of person I am.
Yeah, that's some good trolling there.
And also, John's almost at 2,000 subs, so go sub to John if you haven't yet. That's the link to his channel.
It's so exciting. I'm so excited for how fast my channel's grown in the last 2 months. It's been crazy.
That's really good, man. I need to figure out what videos to do, because I've tried a few different things. I think I was the first one to do a video about the Miss Marvel cast getting like all canceled and stuff, and that video has like 100 views. But then everyone else that's doing them has like 10,000 now. I'm just like, come on, guys, what do I have to do to reach the algorithm?
Well, I try to do things that other people aren't going to cover. Like I did aliens yesterday, right? I did just big tech censorship today. So it's like you're not going to get the exact sort of thing on mine, and that's what I like. Because you can be first and get 100, like you said, and then somebody can do the same content and get like 10,000 just because of who they are, right? And I really think just like trying to pick a niche where you're gonna be a different concept and take than somebody else is where to go. It's hard to do that constantly. Half my videos end up things people talk about also, but that's what I try to do at least.
Scotty says awkward is less boring. Well, John, as far as like videos that other people don't do, I don't know. I've tried to do like a bunch of videos about like movies and books, but
they got to be drama. They got to be drama though. Aliens invading and the U.S. government covering it up is drama, right? You got that's crazy. And
yeah, but that's I don't know.
Something happened in Michigan today, guys. Something happened in Michigan today. Look it up.
Oh yeah, dude, that was crazy, man.
The truth is out there.
Crazy. What a psycho, huh?
I don't know. I don't trust the official government stories coming out at all.
I was talking about the rep from Detroit.
Oh, that's not what I'm not talking about, Paul. I'm talking about an F-16 apparently got shot down or quote crashed. And then there's a bunch of weird radiation coming out of the area. So there's something funky going on. Way bigger than a rep. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Monoliths. We got weird shit going down, guys. So
yeah, aliens just got confirmed by Israeli former Israeli big time. I mean, he was big in the Israeli government, I'm
a little concerned because it like kills my science fiction books if this comes out and like, cause obviously the aliens I made up don't exist.
There is a galactic empire and it's 4 species. I mean, everybody, and they've been here for thousands of years. And
right.
Everybody always gets on me for saying, you know what? I believe in ancient alien theory,
I believe in what Eric says. Aliens are demons from the Antichrist. So
it's possible. Yeah. There's always that potential. I don't think the existence of aliens has anything to do with altering my Christian faith in any regards whatsoever. Because, for one thing, like if you look at the description of Satan, right? Satan was the angel that went throughout the entire universe and collected all the praises to God onto himself and brought them back and showered them over God. So who's praising God in the universe if not sentient creatures that are capable of praise, right? So
interesting.
Boom.
I don't know how to say it. Is it Korea says, I wouldn't trust an alien invasion unless it's run by Nasser.
Bring me Mike S. Miller. Bring him to me now.
He has the link if he wants to come by. But let's see. Adam says, what the hell did I just tune into?
You just tuned into Coast to Coast AM.
A little
George Norrie. If you're calling from west of the Rockies, dial the number. I don't know if anybody knows that reference, but if you do, sound off in the chat because you're cool.
Okay, then. I don't know, Adams. You walked into a little awkwardness followed by some talk of aliens. I have no clue what's going on. But if you enjoy whatever it is you've tuned into, you could back Asile. I'm posting the link right here.
And if anybody's still alive out there, if you still have the capability, internet capability, if you still could communicate with friends, neighbors, please, at this very crucial moment in time, this existential crisis that humanity is facing, go to Indiegogo and back ISIL. Back it today. Back it once. back it twice, back often. Hashtag mail-in militia. We can survive this.
I think it's funny how you always say like ice hail, and I always say asylum. I'm the one saying it the right way, of course. We've got 108 backers, guys. 12 days left. I'm refreshing to see if it went up, although I didn't get an email, so I know it didn't go up. But if you guys want to back Asyle, the link's in the chat and the description. I'm going to zoom in here on the video, and we're going to play the video, which actually stars Vic here because there's a laugh in it at the end, and it's his.
He was the most grotesque creature, the arch-vampire, Dracula. Count Dracula.
Vic, can you do that laugh for us live? Vic, are you with us?
You want me to do that laugh for you live?
Yeah, it's like you did it there.
I will say this. If somebody buys the cover, I will do the laugh. I'll do the laugh live.
Come on, bro. Maybe if we get like 2 more backers, you'll do the laugh live. Maybe if we get to 110. We're at 108 right now. If you guys want to back us. 33 people in here, guys. Please hit the thumbs up, thumbs down, whichever one you prefer. Share out the link to the stream. Share out the link for Asyle, please. And let me catch up with what's going on in the chat here. We've got a I hope I said it right. Kojiro Highwind says, "Am I listening to Art Bell?" What?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, no, everybody talking about Art Bell is talking about my reference, which I was making earlier. So I've got enough people in here that know. That makes me very excited. So good people.
Okay then. We also got Jim O'Reilly in the chat, who's ignoring my last Facebook message. But he says, "Coast to Coast, my favorite Alien Crazy broadcast." Alrighty then. What does that mean, John?
Coast to Coast is a great, crazy alien broadcast. You should listen to it. It's fun.
Yeah, I have no clue what it is. But also, Kojiro, I hope I say it right. Ethan actually tagged me to see this person's art on Twitter, so I think we're gonna do a book together eventually.
Nice.
I hope so. At least I hope so. But let me I'm opening up Twitter right now. Like, let me find it. They do fantastic art. Here it is. Let me share my screen so we could I'll get a look at this. Here we go. So this is Kojiro's art here. I hope I said your name right. I'll zoom in a little for you fellas. But yeah, here's some of their art. Oops, there we go. Got to zoom out a little. It's fantastic. I know John especially loves this one, being a alt-right furry.
Beautiful. This is everything I've ever dreamed of.
And look, how does
wow.
How do books like I'm Not Starfire get made when you've got this dude? When you've got this dude drawing art like this, look at this. How does I'm really at a loss for words. Like, I'm Not Starfire gets made, but we've got this guy here doing this. How is he not getting paid from DC to do something? I don't understand. Look how great that is.
Wow.
But yeah, hail Caesar. Caesar tagged me saying to check out this dude's art, so I messaged this dude, and I think we're gonna do something. You know, obviously we just started talking, we haven't really agreed yet, but just fantastic art, absolutely fantastic. Let me see. What about the Antarctic pyramids? I know nothing about those.
Let's Google the Antarctic pyramids. Antarctic pyramids.
Villeneuve.
You know, Nasser, you'll have to break your ban on colors if you work with that guy.
Oh no, it's going to be black and white. I have no interest in doing a color comic.
Did
But
you see that
anyway,
dude's colors? Come on.
colors don't impress me.
Oh God.
They don't. I'm sorry. They make everything too pretty. It's got to be black and white. Everything looks better in black and white.
No.
No, there's
Do
actually.
color.
You guys know there's actually never been a good comic book in color. Anyways, Villeneuve says that's why Nasser is in charge of running the campaign. Pronunciation. That's also true. Maybe Vic could run one if he started to say Asile instead of Ice Hail.
Ice Hail is the correct pronunciation of the German.
Oh yeah, but Asile just rolls off the tongue. Let's see. How did the film get lost? I don't really know. I've done research. I don't think anybody really knows. They showed it, and then like all movies, they stopped showing it. It just got sent back to the studio, and then from there, who knows? Those films were made out of nitrate. They caught on fire easily, and they rotted pretty easily. There was no such thing as film preservation. Sometimes they'd just be thrown away. Film was still pretty early at that time. I mean, they didn't, start making movies till like the 1890s. And well, I mean, I guess that's just when the technology, was developed, so this movie's from 1921. I mean, who knows what could have happened to it? All we have is the poster that exists and one still image because it was a publicity photo. So that's all we have.
The true story is, and Nasser doesn't want to brag about it, about the family connection, but it was his great-grandfather. His great-grandfather was a notoriously clumsy janitor that worked for movie studios back in the day in the film vaults. And he was on a smoke break, and it just the whole place went up. And that film was lost amongst many other treasures.
He was a bit of a klutz as well as a bigot, of course.
Oh, and he was an ist and a phobe, and
what cracked me up was John, you shared something earlier on Twitter where it showed some teacher's thing that said like opening up schools is sexist,
racist, sexist, and misogynistic or some crap. Yeah,
right.
Amazing.
Of course it is.
Of course it is.
Of course it is.
Isn't everything these days?
No, but Vic didn't want to tell you guys the real story. What happened was I went back in time and I stole the script, so the movie didn't get made, and I used the script from back then to make this book. So I time traveled.
And he intends to do it again because there's a lot of films he's never seen that he doesn't care whether they'll be erased from your memory or not.
Bullet says Vic thinking about his 49% stake. The chat wants us to fight again, I think. Mm-hmm. Oh boy, I didn't even know you replied. You said I think it's 48 now.
What?
I didn't even notice your reply because you said I think it's 48 now. I didn't even notice that. It's 48:52. Okay. Kojiro says, "Yep, you're saying it right," and I completely forgot how I even said it, but I think it's Kojiro. But hold on, I'm missing. Show the robot again. Sorry, I'll show it again later. Maybe I closed it already.
I got to get rolling, kids. So it was fun, and thanks for hanging out. And I hope you guys sell some of your books. And please back Nasser and Vic, my friends here. They work hard and they work on comics. And we're trying to push this comic movement to a whole new level. And it all starts with you guys reading the books. So that's that.
Thank you, John.
Yeah. See you guys soon.
Peace.
Make sure to check out John's books that he's got up and available.
Yeah, I'm going to post the link for John's books if you guys want to back it. Here we go. I'm just putting JDA there in the chat along with his link so you guys could go support him. Let me see what else is going on. Excuse me. Kojiro says, I'm a man who likes cute girls and like to provide that plot. Let's see. Nasser heard that from his dad. That's why Nasser was conceived in the dark. Wait, what? I have no clue what's going on now. That was strange. Half the time I don't read these when I click on them.
I know you're like 20 minutes behind in the chat, dude.
Yeah, I know, but Bisco says it's pronounced like I don't know. How do you pronounce the U with the 2 dots over it when there's like 4 of them in a row? Maybe we'll get Bisco on.
Idea.
He's actually German.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he could pronounce it correctly for us.
Yeah, I used the translator from Google, and they give you the voice thing. Right. So that's how I got my information. So.
Bisco, who's closer? When I say Asile or when Vic says ice hail? Because of course it's German and he says hail, but let us know. Is it me saying Asile or Vic saying ice hail?
Well, it's a sail.
Okay, Asile. Asile. Let us know who's closer, Bisco. But Jude says Nasser trying to make up for his ancestors. What a typical SJW. Oh boy. I'm sorry, but he was a bigot, of course. I gotta, call him out. Well, I'm just waiting for Bisco to say how it's pronounced. Like the suspense is killing me.
Ice hole. Dead ass.
But Kojiro says Google is totally the best way to translate something. 100% correct all the time. Oh boy. Yeah, Bullet says it's a sale. Well, he's Canadian. He doesn't know what he's talking about. 7-9 says Nasser says Asile better than Vic does. I think people are on my side of the argument here, guys. But no matter who you agree with, we would love to have you as a backer. We'd love for you guys to read our book, and I'm gonna post the link here in the chat if you guys want to back it. Bisco says, well, it's both not German. How Nasser says it's closer to asylum, so that makes sense from an English perspective. Maybe it's a more Nordish thing that Vic heard. Huh.
I just looked up the German on was it Google or was it Babelfish or something? The German word for asylum, and it's asile, as Nasser likes to say it, but the pronunciation that they gave was a sale. So I don't know.
Huh. Well, I don't know. It's just like asylum, like it's like you said, like it makes sense.
A couple different words for asylum in German. But that was the one that was closest to asylum. So that's the one I chose for our book, being that it's it's closest to the English word asylum. So so he's correct in that. That's the reason I chose that, is because of the English perspective.
Bisco says, because they are breaking my mouth. I got no clue what you mean there, bruh. Oh man, I just got so annoyed because I saw I had an email and I was like, "Oh sweet, we got a backer," and then no, it wasn't from Indiegogo.
Damn it.
Let's see. Let me know if I said this right. Is it Karia? Let me know how I'm supposed to say this name. It says best way to come up with titles is words you can't pronounce. Well, we can pronounce them. Asile, no problem pronouncing that. But we want to know what's correct because Bisco is actually German. Maybe we'll get Bisco on here to actually pronounce it for us.
Read above.
Wait. Typical CG don't even know how to pronounce the title of their own book. I don't understand. Chase says Google pronounces it Asile.
Azul.
Asile.
Azul.
Asile.
That says Azul.
No, that's Asile.
No, it says Azul.
No, the U is pronounced like a Y, like Asile.
How do you know that? It doesn't say that.
Oh, because it's obvious because it's pronounced Asile. That's how you say it in German.
How do you know that the U is pronounced like a Y?
Because it's Asile, so why would it suddenly be pronounced like a U, like Azul, like
Look down the
Azul,
Biscos.
Yeah, because he says, well, it's both not German. How Nasser says it's closer to asylum, so that makes sense from an English perspective. Maybe it's a more Nordish thing that Vic heard, so you're not even right. You're Nordish.
Not going up, go down.
What? He said read above, and all I see above was
says Zul like Vic says it.
Oh, there it took a second to pop up. Zul, like okay. So Asile.
Azul.
Azul. It's not Azul, it's Asile.
We'll say Asile for the project, but it's Azul.
No, Google translates it as a U. Right, so it's pronounced Asile.
No,
go to Google Translate. Let's see. Adam says, I wish I could give this stream 2 thumbs up. This bit is worth it. It's not a bit. I'll show you. I'll open up Google Translate right now.
All right. 1 in the chat for Asile and 2 in the chat for Azul. And 3 in the chat for Ishail.
Give me 1 second. So let me put this here, English, and then let me find German. There we go. Okay, so let me share my screen, and I'm telling you guys, it's gonna say Asile. You guys are gonna be humiliated.
We're getting a lot of 2s. We're getting a lot of 2s.
Even Mr. Dongs is against me.
We're getting a lot of 2s.
Chase.
We got
Christopher C.
We got a Johnson 14.
Jim O'Reilly says 4. Bisco says
that's ice cold.
Okay, guys. Okay. Here we go.
Azul.
See? Asile. See, I'll say it with it.
Azul.
Asile.
Azul.
Asile.
Azul.
Asile.
Azul.
Asile. Asile. See?
Azul.
Azul.
No, it said Asile. I don't know what's wrong with your ears, bro.
9. It's Azul.
That's a little intense. Jude says, I only care about books I'm willing to buy. Well, then I guess you super care about our book, don't you? Okay, Fraud79 says, but really one. See? Everyone's with me. You still say Asile. Yeah, because it's Asile. He's telling me 9. Oof. Bullet says, 9. I hate this for you, Vic. Oh. Well, it's Asile, guys. That's how you pronounce it. But I mean, you guys could pronounce it the wrong way if you'd like. If you'd like, but either way, you could all back Asile right now, no matter how you pronounce it. Let's refresh. Let's see. Have we gone up? All right, still at 108 backers, guys. Let's get to 110. I'd love to get to 110 right now, guys. If you haven't backed it yet, please do. even if you only donate like $1, because a dollar goes a long way on these campaigns, guys. They definitely do. So please back us if you haven't yet, no matter which way you pronounce it, asile, or if you say it asile, or even if you say it as asile, doesn't really matter. You could pronounce asile any of those like 10 ways. Asile, then there's asile and asile. There's asile, asile. So it doesn't matter which way you say it. I know there's many pronunciations.
Azul. Azul.
No, I don't know what that is. It's asile.
Azul.
Oof. Christopher C says maybe he can't hear with his head so far up his butt. Well,
so here's a little bit of backstory for the audience in case you're not familiar or have never met Nasser. He's a very stubborn young man, extremely stubborn. Young. He's very set in his ways. You could tell him that it said Azul, and to him it said Isel. Right?
No, it said asile.
No, it said Isel, like you were saying.
Kojiro says, let me check my wallet. Well, thank you, bro. Thank you. Bullet says asile. All right. Bisco says that's why I have a nickname and not my real name, because nobody can pronounce that either. Yeah, nobody could pronounce my name either, man. So I understand, but I don't really have much of a nickname.
What? I've always gotten Rabadi right.
Bro, I can't tell you how many times I say my name and people still can't say it.
It's Nasser Rabadi.
I think he's trolling me here, but he says Nasser say Polizio ber Wachtmeister. Okay.
That's his name.
I don't believe it. It's too long to be a name. That's like the whole alphabet, bruh.
Polizzi Uber Wachtmeister. Wachtmeister.
Right, this person still hasn't told me how to say their name, but they say just stop. Okay.
It's a W is V, so that'd be Wachtmeister.
Videodrome TV version. You know, what does that mean, Videodrome TV version? I've seen the movie, but is there a TV version? I don't really know. Jude says it's the Yanni Laurel thing all over again. We should pull that up.
You're Yanni. Oh no. You're too young to know who Yanni is, dude.
I'm gonna pull it up.
There used to be this fantastic sitcom called Perfect Strangers.
Okay, what about it?
And so they were cousins or distant cousins, and Yanni comes to stay with one cousin, the American cousin, and they're from two entirely different worlds. He's from the old world, and I think it was set in Chicago, actually. So that's oddly enough.
Right.
So Yanni was always saying crazy, ridiculous things, like asile.
Oh boy! Well, I'm gonna share my screen here, and we're gonna take a look at this. So I guess this is it. It says original video here. So let's take a look. Let me rewind it because I have to unmute it. So here we go.
Laurel.
Yanni.
Laurel.
Yanni.
Laurel. Laurel.
Yanni.
Laurel. Laurel.
What do you guys hear?
Laurel. 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 Laurel.
Because I hear this one. I hear Yanni. What do you hear? Are you still with me? You hear Laurel?
Yeah.
Guys, 1 in the chat for Yanni, 2 for Laurel. We got Yammy.
Somebody asked what I will be drawing for the 4x6 head sketch. You're both.
well, aren't you going to do requests for them? Like, if they want Lena, if they want Dracula, if they want, anything else?
Yeah. You just gotta DM either Nasser or me with your or will we email them when we're getting ready to do?
Yeah, they could email us like ahead of time if they want to. But after it's over, and it's official, then I'll be reaching out to those people. But if they wanted, just to be ahead, I guess they could just message us whenever. But we'll definitely be reaching out to them once it's over.
And it's too late to fix the details in the tier, and Nasser was being very kind. He didn't want to have me do more work than I need to, but what he doesn't realize is the difference between 7x10 is the size of a comic book. 7x9 or something like that.
It's like about like 7x10ish. I forget the exact details, something like that.
So yeah, they're going to be the size. They're going to be the size of the comic book, just a little bit shorter, so they fit in the bag. It's not going to be as small as a 4x6. And actually, it's easier for me to do them in a little bit larger size than a 4x6, anyways. You'll get a better drawing out of it. But yeah, just let us know what you would like, whether it be Dracula or whether it be Lena, or if you just want a crazed inmate from an asylum. That's always up to you.
Or if you want Mike S. Miller, I mean, we could draw you Mike. But this is people.
I'm already drawing them in the book.
People are saying Laurel. Caria says Nasser like Joey and the Friends trying to speak French. Okay, so a few people are with me saying 1. They hear Yanni. Jim says 7. Let's see. Vic always draw cool stuff, says Dina.
Oh, thank you, Dina. I appreciate that.
Let's see. Videodrome TV version says the TV version, Nomer, refers to David Cronenberg personally requesting the Criterion Collection not include the film's deleted scenes on the movie's DVD and Blu-ray on Criterion Collection. Huh? Why is that? I didn't know any of those scenes were deleted. I thought that was the complete thing with what they released on the Blu-ray. But what's deleted? Let us know. We've got a Hey Mike. Videodrome TV version says, though people have seen a TV version and want to see the deleted scenes on disc somewhere, Cronenberg himself said he didn't want people to see them. I uploaded TV extra scenes on my channel. Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Oh, that's cool.
I'll check out your channel, man. I didn't know you did videos. He never gave a reason. That's weird.
That is cool.
Jude says, Vic King, you represented yourself really well on the Oz show the other day. Do you want to talk about that? Because like I like tuned in like right at the end of you guys mentioning me, and it went into another topic, and the Berserk Guts dude was tearing his brain, and it had moved on. But I thought I heard you guys mentioning me, but it moved on.
That's all it was. It was an entire show of Berserk Guts, just kind of taking the train off different tracks at different times, and I was just having some fun with them because there was a lot of F Nasser, screw Vic, who cares if it hurts Vic, screw Nasser, and all this. And basically by the end of it, I was able to get him to say, hey, everybody go back a style.
Wouldn't it be funny if in real life Berserk Guts is actually just like the most normal dude you've ever seen, and this is all just a bit?
He's a regular guy. I'm not sure. I'm sure that he's drunk to some extent, but I think he exaggerates it. That's my guess. Because I think for a lot of.
I'll go on.
I think it's I think it's probably like 85% real and 15% character. I think he exaggerates.
Either he's the the weirdest, most angry person in the universe, or it's a bit, and he's like actually like Mr. Normal. Like I don't know. Like it's one or the
so
other. I
funny,
can't
man.
I can't.
He's
tell.
so funny.
Um.
Sorry, I live in the city. I don't know if you guys can hear that.
Yeah, I heard it.
I always got police and fire engines driving by. Yeah, you know something.
Oh, what were you gonna say?
He even said he didn't want you to be done any harm either. He wanted to see you be successful.
Oh, well, that's nice. I actually didn't hear that. But let's see. Kojiro said my wallet gave me the clear. You have a new backer. Thank you very much. Let's go over here and refresh. Let's see.
Dun dun dun.
Awesome. 109 backers. We're at $2,792. So now we're $208 away from $3,000. So if you guys want to back us, I'm putting the link here in the chat. It's also down in the description.
Oh yeah, Mr. Dongs brings up something very, very cool about that stream. So one of the things that Berserk Guts was doing was that he was threatening to drop all the DMs that show how bad and evil you were, and how much trash has gone on, and how he could destroy everybody. And so I was just basically calling him on his bullshit, telling him, go ahead, do it, just drop them, drop all the DMs, drop everything.
It's an empty threat, like Liam on his election day spurg out stream. He's like, I will drop everything I have on everyone and I will leave. Like, they don't got anything on anybody.
No. Not that anybody would care. You know what I'm saying? Not that anybody would really care.
People are talking about perfect strangers. Yeah, I don't really know anything about it. Let's see. Videodrome TV version says, well, much as I liked WKRP in Cincinnati and Taxi and Murder, She Wrote, at times they didn't change my life. This, I think he cuts off what he was saying. Let's see. There's way too much drama in the world of comics. Yeah, Videodrome TV version. there's just I don't know why there's got to be so much. Everyone's just a little crazy, I guess.
You'd think it was freaking Hollywood, to be honest.
Right. You would think it was Hollywood. Facts, bro. Like you would think it was.
We all
Hollywood,
want to be big stars.
And I don't even know like who these people are. Like people like Berserk Guts like act like they've got like so much like time and stuff invested into all this when like I've never heard of that guy for since I started watching CG stuff in 2017 while I was still in college. Oh boy, going way back. I never heard of this dude until like a couple months ago. I don't know where he came from.
Yeah, he popped up about maybe a year ago at tops,
Like him and like a bunch of others. Like there's a bunch of people, like, I don't know, I don't want to name too many people, but there's a bunch of people that are like, I used to be a fan of Ethan and now I know he's evil. And I'm like, but all this time I never saw you ever like in any of the chats or anything. Where did you come from? Were you actually a fan or did you just come by to hate? I don't really know.
Ethan is evil like a fox. I mean, how is he evil? The dude,
no,
all he does is
like, that's what people say. Like that's what people say. Like like all the weirdos that Spurg, they're like Ethan Van Sciver. He's evil and a criminal, and he's gonna the cops are gonna get him, and like all those people though that say that, it's like, and they're like, I used to be a fan of his. I can't believe it. I'm like, I never ever saw you around his Facebook when he was doing streams there, around his YouTube. Like I never like saw these people, and they just randomly popped up one day just to like, spurg about Ethan.
Oh, I know, and they're on.
They're like, oh, I was a fan for so long. I'm like, you just got here.
It's because they're joining fights. They see a fight, they're joining a drum. They're joining a drum beat, and so they like, they're just saying what they have to be in on the whole thing. You know, like even Testify did that in the beginning. You know, he eventually came around to say that no, he hadn't been around forever. But in the beginning, he was saying he was around from the beginning. You know, it's just something that they do.
I don't really know. I mean, I don't really know anything he's ever said.
If that's what I remember correctly. If I'm wrong, Testify, I apologize right now. So you don't have to make me have to do a separate apology stream. So if I'm wrong, I do apologize.
Right, he's going to cry and demand some apology, which is extremely soy-based.
I don't know about that, but you know, maybe.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Like people, like what's this? Tim Reed lives near me. I don't know who that is. Ethan is the light of the world. Oh, totally. Ethan's the greatest.
Tim Reed is an actor that was in WKRP.
Which let me share my screen real quick so we can take a look at Rainbow the Brute. Close that. Let me get the link copied here, and let me post it here. Back the Brute. Let's see how many backers he's got since we've been live. Let's see how many people we got. Ethan. Wow, Ethan's up to 2,019 backers, $273,979. Whew, that's incredible. That's absolutely insane.
So basically, you know, we have what, 1% of that?
Do we?
Yeah, I think it's 1%. We'd like to have 10%. So if you could all help us get to 10% of that, we'd be very happy.
We'd love to have 2%.
Well, 2%, that's a start. I'd like 10% though.
Yeah,
10% would be very nice.
Right. And then Vic might start to see money. He might see something with that much.
I don't know. Am I down to 47% now?
Don't push it, man.
Oh, yeah.
You're at 45. Maybe you could work your way back. Okay, Videodrome TV version says Tim Reed was Mike the Librarian in the 1990s. Yeah. I know who he is then. Sometimes I'm bad with actor names. Let's see. Larry says, oh wait, I missed one. He says, bring me John, bring them to me. I will be live all day.
Smoking on the air in Cincinnati.
Okay.
Cincinnati, WKRP.
Videodrome TV version says, wait. Ethan, the guy who started Comicsgate, now that guy I've heard of, he's pure excrement? No, he's not excrement. He's helped us out quite a bit, and you know, he's
pure excitement.
He's been really nice to us in promoting the campaign, and he backed it like 3 or 4 times, so he's been great. That's not excrement. Also, I think John De La Rose was the one that started Comicsgate. If we're being technical.
Well, John De La Rose claims he started Comicsgate. Actually, the word Comicsgate was something that, believe it or not, Nerd Wonder had said years ago, and it was grabbed onto by SJWs who decided to start using it against everybody. So if you want to give technical claim to who started Comicsgate, it's actually Nerd Wonder. It was her. It was her word, her terminology.
Mr. Dong says, if Frog founded Comicsgate, then why does Preston Poulter own the trademark? Sounds fishy. I don't really know who owns it or anything about that. So I don't really know.
I mean, Preston can say he owns the trademark. It's kind of a worthless, indefensible trademark. You know, even if somebody put Comicsgate on their book, what's he going to do? Every time somebody does, he's going to pull out a bunch of money to sue them. for something he doesn't even care about?
Well, I mean, I thought Ethan technically owned it when somebody else wanted to copyright it or something, because Ethan's show was called Comicsgate Live. So
Ethan has the strongest claim to it. If anybody has a claim to it, Ethan does have the strongest claim to it, because he can show that not only has he been the first and has consistently monetized it over the last several years, but he's also used it in merchandise. So, yep. See, Mike is backing me up on this. Nerd Wonder was the first to use it.
Rebel Gaming says, "Bring me Mike and Edwin. Bring them to me now." Billy says, "I like comics great." Let's see. Mr. Tonk says, "I'm just joking. We all remember when Tug trademarked Renfinus." Yeah, I remember that.
That was times.
Let's see. Biscuit says, "I find this so silly. I'd never print that on my book. It means absolutely nothing to anybody not in the know." I mean, I don't know. I never felt like it really needed to be on anyone's books. I mean, because your book is just your book.
I think might be a couple people that might have included the words Comicsgate on their books, but I don't think anybody's ever used like a Comicsgate logo on their books. No.
Dina says, "I want Uncle E to make ice official. It will be funny. He sits on an ice throne."
I want that T-shirt that he'd thrown up with the crown and all of that. That was sick.
You know, in a video I did where I was looking at some of the SJWs spurging out when Ethan said ice, and somebody replied like, "Ethan has lice, ha ha ha," and then like I when I went back up to Ethan's tweet, how it says like Independent Comics Empire, and I was like, well, they never explained what the L in lice was for, so I guess we could call it Largest Independent Comics Empire. And then that would mean Ethan has lice. Let's see. Poulter doesn't own the trademark. I don't really know. People say he does. People say he doesn't. I don't really know. Mike says, only as a YouTube show. Using it as a comic brand, Preston can hold claim. CG hasn't been on any other merchandise besides Preston's and Vox Days, oddly. No, Ethan has it on his on the beanies, doesn't he?
Yeah, he has it on the beanies. I think it was on a T-shirt before that.
Yeah. I mean, Mike, you put out the Comicsgate Alliance shirt, so I mean, I guess you used it on merchandise in a way. I guess you have the claim to it too.
Yeah. So Mike is Comicsgate.
This one's funny. I don't know if I want to read it or not, but and probably that is funny. Let's see. Silence fell on the crowd, says Bullet. Let's see. Mike says he doesn't own it now, but there is no challenge to his claim from Critias, so he will own it soon. It's inevitable. Oh well. Let's see. I thought the beanies were all caps. So they say Comicsgate on the side.
Yeah, they say Comicsgate on the side. Yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, guys, we've been going for over 2 hours, so I kind of want to get off of here. But we are at 109 backers, guys. I'd love to get to 110. If you haven't backed it yet, please do. I'm putting the link here in the chat, and we oops, I had the Rainbow Brute link copied still. Let me put asile. But
Azul. Azul.
There we go. So there's the link for asile. But thank you to everybody that's backed. And thank you guys for watching us and being here in the chat with us. And thank you, Vic, for being on here. And also thanks to John, who left. But John was on here for a little bit, John Delarose, so that was really cool.
Hey, let's remind them that until Sunday, you can purchase the cover of the book and get, as a perk for purchasing it before Sunday, you can get drawn into the book as a character.
Kojiro says just one more backer to get. I mean, I want one more backer so we could get to 110 because we're at 109. So, just to make it even 110 instead of 109 is what I was saying. But Billy wants me to read you his comments. So I'm scrolling back to find it. Just give me a second here. Where'd you go, Billy? Oh, let's see. Vic, I've gone toe to toe with Berserk and came out actually liking him. He's an okay guy. He gets excited. Alrighty then. Was there another one I missed?
I don't have a problem with Berserk. I think he's funny, man. I get along with him. In fact, because I think that's all a bit, getting antagonistic with everybody. Because he does. He gets antagonistic with Liam.
Like the stuff he says, like I think, not to cut you off, man, but I think some of it has to be a bit when he was like, I'm trying to remember, like it's not gonna be gold the way I say it, like the way he said it, but on that stream when he was like, you guys are trash writers, and like, look, I have a short story, and they're all like, right now, like, can we read it? And he's like, well, no, I don't want to read it. It was just funny, like the way he was calling everyone trash. Then he pulls out a short story and he's like, and here's my short story. And they're like, okay, read it. He's like, no, I'm not gonna read it.
He's like, my great Superman idea. Okay, so why don't you have Brainiac bring a asteroid hurtling towards Earth, and Superman stops it? Nothing like that has ever been done in a Superman comic before. It's like, that's like every Superman comic from 1930 whatever to 1962, right? I don't know how many asteroids and meteors Superman has averted from hitting Earth.
Also, Billy says, Berserk reminds me of guys I served with in the Marines. By the way, Billy, thank you for your service. I don't know if I told you that.
I'm saluting you, Billy. I'm saluting you. Thank you, sir.
But then he continues, love to drink and get rowdy, acts like a dick, but is honorable and will actually have your back when times are tough. Anyways, let's see. I'll catch up with the last few here. And Proby says, got Nasser's books and his Kick Nasser shirt just now. Hope Nasser's writing can interest me into the horror genre. Well, thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. Let's see. Yeah, Dina's saying salute. Let's see. And also Billy says, salute the chat with a heart emoji. I served the country I loved. Well, thank you very much, man. And with that, thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a great day. Peace.
Peace.
Or, well, I guess it's night now. I hope you all have a great night.